Let's talk right. Do it or can I do a profile?
You can just do that.
Okay.
And we're live from the train right now, heading from Orlando to Washington, D.C. with Butch Patrick, live from the train.
Hey, we're still here, and it is now October 11th, 10:27 Eastern Standard Time. Looking at the screensaver that Ethan put up of Hogwarts from Harry Potter. We were in Orlando yesterday. I'd like to thank Don Lands, an old friend of mine from the St. Pete days, for taking us. He's a park director, not maintenance, supervisor of attractions and stuff like that out there. And he was nice enough to walk us through the park and do the VIP line cutting stuff because we didn't have much time. So thank you, Don. I appreciate it. I've never actually read Harry Potter or did. I'm not really a Harry Potter person, but I was really impressed with the whole park. It's amazing. The people loved it. I mean, it was solid packed in there, and everything was just the cash registers were ringing off the hook. But anyway, the deal is the way they designed the whole place. It was really, really first rate, and I love the architecture. So if you get a chance to go to Orlando, and I guess it's the Islands of Adventure, check it out. The Harry Potter Island. Train travel so far has been up and down. It's good when it's good, and it's bad when it's bad. It's been very hectic to try to coordinate all the scheduling and between AAA booking it and then Amtrak actually implementing the tickets. And somewhere along the line we get lost in the shuffle, and then we have three separate legs. With the LA to Chicago leg was one group of trains, and then Chicago to DC, that's another region or another territory, and then DC to Orlando is another leg. So each leg is independently owned and operated, I think, underneath an Amtrak situation. So one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing, and then there's three hands, which makes it even more confusing. Spooky Empire, big success, a lot of great stuff. Old friends. I have a lot of friends in Florida because people know that I've lived there for a long time. The four Leatherfaces, Gunner, R.A., and the other ones were fun. Saw Malcolm McDowell again. He's a good guy. I always enjoy seeing him. Sat next to Nick between Nick and Brian Steele, and it was these guys are like giants, so like 6'5", 6'8" people, and here I am 5'7" in between these two towering pillars of people. Everything else is going pretty well. I can't have no complaints. We're heading up to Darkwood Manor, the first haunted attraction for this trip. This is a haunted venue. Never been there. Looking forward to it. Lewis Brown brought me on board. So we'll be into DC in about 3 hours. Then we'll spend an hour or so there. Then we're heading back, and we arrive at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Setting up press and PR for the weekend. Will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday there. Well, Friday and Saturday for sure. Sunday maybe. And be checking out some of the local historical stuff around there. Virginia's got a lot of historical monuments and the battlefields and things like that from the Civil War and even before the Civil War. So I like that kind of stuff. Can't think of anything else. Facebook's doing great. Ethan's doing good. He's having a great time. Food's good on the train. Meeting a lot of nice people. Networking. It was nice to see Mike and the Michelle, friends of mine from St. Pete Beach, as well as Mark and Dina and everybody else. I'd like to say a special thanks to Gina and Petey from Spooky Empire and Jack My Driver. They were all great. If you get a chance to do Spooky Empire, I hope to be there next year. You won't be disappointed. It was a lot of fun. So, as you can see, the train's slowing down. Something must be coming up. I think Ethan's starting to quiver. He needs a smoke break. So. It's okay.
Well, let me ask you a couple questions real quick. So down there at Spooky Empire, any of the costumes really stand out to you?
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Costumes. There's so many of them. It's hard to not pick one out. I like the two women that were running around as Wendy and Ronald McDonald. And Wendy is like the zombie stuff. There were a lot of sexy costumes. Too many to count there. Let me see. The costumes I really like the most. It's hard to pick. It really is hard to pick. That's a good question. It's hard to pick one out. I like the girl that was from The Fifth Element, with the orange hair, Amy.
Yeah, she's good.
She was something Dallas. I don't know. You can't remember the character's name. But it was all the white tape, like white duct tape. That was interesting. We had some good Predators. A couple of good Predators came over, and of course there was Uncle Gil and the Creature of the Black Lagoon. The two little kids dressed up as the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein were fantastic. Especially the little girl. She was acting the part like, she was great. Going to be an actress when she grows up, definitely. That's about it for that. The party was a lot of fun out there. Too bad the Cadillac Creeps, great band. Friends of mine from Pennsylvania came down, and they couldn't perform because it was raining. Had all the pyrotechnics, had it all set up, but unfortunately they didn't get a chance to play. But the other bands that did play were great, and went for a ride in a coffin, a simulated coffin ride where you get in the coffin and you're killed, and you go in the car, the hearse, all the way to the burial site, drop you in a hole, throw dirt on top of you. That was kind of cool. It was a neat effect.
So what would you say was the the highlight of the whole trip down there for the first leg?
Highlight of the whole first leg.
It doesn't have to be just a show. It could be anything else.
I think actually what I got the biggest kick out of was when we did the panel. I was on the panel with the other kid, Kyra Sean from The Night of the Living Dead, and then there was a few other people with me. Kid from Damien from the Omen, and then there was oh god, I can't remember the name. I feel terrible. Anyway, me and 4 or 5 other kid actors who are now adults. And at the end, I had the last word in it, and I said I've been on the train, and I got out of cancer, and I'm in recovery, and I'm sober, and I've been really having a good chance to go across country and see a lot of other people in the fellowship who come forward.